Welcome, Unicorn Warriors, to the Sexy Belly Booty 10-Day Challenge. I'm Diane Kazer.
And I am London Souza.
What's up? We are today we're going to with rainbows.
Yes, we're in the rainbow mode. It says there's no rainbows without rain. That's what my shirt says.
Oh, girlfriend, I had a rainy day yesterday, but it's okay because today is sunny, and having the company of so many amazing Unicorn Wellness Warriors lifts my spirit, because I truly believe this, and you guys have probably heard me say this before, that if we do not understand the purpose of our life and what we're doing here, then we're just kind of walking around lost. So hopefully through this next 10 days, if this is maybe you and you're like, I don't even know what my purpose is, like I feel purposeless, then maybe after this 10 days, you're going to find it, because we are going to be talking a lot about self-love. There's exercises that stem from self-love to sexy belly workouts. We pretty much cover it all in here. We're giving you little doses of it all. So we're not asking you in like 10 days to change everything, because, for many of us who are in here, it's taken us 20, 30, 40, 50 years to get to this point where we're like, I surrender. I want to do things differently. I'm tired of chasing Band-Aids. I'm tired of chasing symptoms. I'm tired of chasing procedures that don't work. And I'm really tired of buying into the hype of like, oh, just do this one thing, buy this one wrap, and like all of your worries will go away, and like your sexy frog will run into your front door, and all you do is kiss them, and then your problems are gone. Like, that's not how this works. And you guys know that that's not what I'm about, is blowing smoke. So let's just jump right into it, shall we, London? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Here is the agenda. And if you guys have already signed up, you are on the email list. There is about 40 of us, so this should be really fun. There's 40 of us that are in this challenge. And if you're already in the challenge, then we have your email address, and you will be getting an email today with the starting pack with the documents that you need. These are not overwhelming, but they are something that we do want you to sit down with tonight and just print out, make some notes next to them. They're going to look beautiful by the time you receive them, because I've had my assistant make them look nice. It makes London and I look like celebrities with the way that she's created these cool images.
I was so impressed by that graphic. I'm like, girl, we're looking nice.
I know. I
know we do nice, but that was like really nice.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Day 1 to 3 is positivity, protein, and power. So that is an I love me declaration. What we just displayed, you guys, is like the compliment stuff, right? Like we're going to start our morning with waking up, and you're going to have something printed out, and this is going to be on your mirror, and you're going to have this document. So once you're signed up, you're going to get this. This is something I'm going to have you guys print out and put on your mirror. You're going to wake up every morning, and a lot of us wake up in the morning and we're like lately it's been me a little bit, where I feel like my eyelids just look so heavy, and I'm like, I really need to get more sleep. Like, God, it's the first thing I say to myself when I walk up to the mirror. That's not very positive. Is that the way that you start your day, by looking at yourself in the mirror like, oh, God, get it together, Kazer. Like, get it together, London. Like, where are you? Look at the size. Those could be so much bigger, and those could be so much smaller. Like that's the first thing we start doing. Dove did a study. Did you hear about this, London? I think I may have even talked about this in the interview. Dove did a study, and 97% of women feel like they are not beautiful. Like, that's a lot.
That's horrible. That gave me goosebumps.
It's awful.
I would imagine that number is high, but I don't think I would have thought 97% if you would have made me guess.
Yeah, you can Google it. Anybody, if you guys want to Google that. Yay, Lucia, but no, Lucy, you have pretty hair. What the hell? There's the Dove ad. It's like, Dove like explores what women think about themselves. It will make you cry and tear up, and that shifted me for life. Like, thinking that really, if we describe ourselves this way, and this is what they did in the little study, women describe themselves to, what are those guys that draw? And I can't remember what they're called, but and the guy drew, like, when if there's like a criminal, and they're trying, someone who is a
like a sketch artist.
Yes, yeah. So they had a sketch artist draw how these women describe themselves, and then they had someone else describe that woman. And the picture of what the sketch artist of the description of self versus the description that the other person was were two totally different people. The woman who was describing herself was super wrinkly, super like old and haggard looking and just like overweight, fat, fatigued, and frustrated, you know, as like, you know, you've heard my sexy body coin. And then the other person's description was like this vibrant, you know, beautiful woman. And it was like to see when these women saw the differences of how they described themselves versus how someone else described them, they were like, I mean, I had a meltdown yesterday. I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it, that I felt less than because of how much power I'm placing outside of myself on how other people see me and whether or not someone wants to fulfill the date that we set up. I got flaked on last night on a date. I was supposed to go on a date and this is like my break from all of these things I was creating for us. And I was like, oh, this will be a nice break. And then I got the text. It's like, and I just went, and then it made it about me. So it's not about you, ladies. It is the more that we practice this for the next 10 days and beyond, your I am statements are very powerful. So the more I am statements we say about ourselves, the more that we give ourselves, the less power that we give to other people, doctors, friends, you know, anybody in our lives, that we just basically are building a shell. So this is our power, and we're bringing our power back with these I am statements. You know, even the I am statements we're going to talk about, like if you say, I'm just so tired, like your brain hears that. But if you want to replace it with, I am in this moment restoring my energy, like how much, you know, the power is so much different there. So London, can you think of an example of something you could say this versus this?
Yeah, so I love that you said that because I'm a big Oprah Winfrey fan. And one time she was talking about that and she was saying that she was on set working on something. This powerful, amazing person even has issues with these situations, of course. And she kept saying, I am tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And then she said she switched it to, I am so looking forward to my second wind. I am so looking forward to when I get my energy back. And I love that because I do that all the time. I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I have so much work, blah, blah, blah. But if we just switch it and say, I'm so looking forward to the energy I'm going to get soon, or that second wind I'm going to get. And for me personally, it was like, I'm a slave to birth control. I have to be on birth control for the rest of my life. Now it's like, I feel amazing. I am free from birth control. I am, you know, I try not to use not, but I am not a slave to birth control. I am, you know, empowered. I am energized. All the things I wasn't before. I am energized. I am awake. I am alive. I am present. I am excited and happy about life. All these things that I wasn't feeling before. I love talking about them now because it's like night and day. It's really like night and day. But I think we'll get some really cool I am statements, especially from all 40 people that are joining. If everyone chooses to share, I think it will be so cool. I love reading other people's I am statements.
And this is a great disease to spread, right? Like, you know, we're talking about, oh, I'm sick, I am this, I'm weak. And that, again, puts the energy outside of yourself, because we only get sick and worn down when we allow our immune system to break down so much that people who are sick around us, we catch it. And so we're always out looking to blame everybody else for our reasons of being, right? And we're like, oh, I got sick because, you know, all these kids are bringing it to school, or I got sick because my husband got sick and he came home. And it's like, no, you got sick because you weren't looking out for number one, and your immune system was so shot and you were so full of toxins that you are now sick because they are sick. But we don't have to get sick. Just because someone's sick next to you doesn't mean that you're going to get sick. You can safeguard and love in your body and your immune system and your endocrine system so much that when someone's sick around you, like people always say, Diane, don't come over, you know, don't bring your health stuff, because I always come over and help people and give them stuff, and they're like, no, don't come over, I don't want to get you sick. I'm like, dude, I'm so strong, I'm not going to get sick. I am strong.
I love it.
I am protected. I am empowered. So those are the things that can really, truly change your life. And this is why it's the first thing we're going to do. But anyway.
Number one, positive, I love me statements.
Absolutely. And what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here, is when you guys start this and you print these out for yourself tonight or tomorrow or whatever, I'm going to print, I have this already printed. I'm going to put it on my mirror when I'm brushing my teeth, I get to read it. When we're doing some of the morning rituals, we're going to teach you guys. I'm going to write down, I'm going to have you guys do every morning. I'm going to write down on one Post-it, one thing about myself in this moment that I am. Like, I am rested. I am super excited about my day. I am vested in my girlfriends who derive purpose in their lives through my strength. I am skinny, whatever words you want to use. I am powerful. I am the center of the universe. I am whatever it is that you need and that you want your entire day to be predicated on. This Post-it is the most powerful thing that you will do in your whole day. What you do in the first 5 minutes.
And it can be the things that you don't feel at that moment. So if you're like ready to dish out all the I am nots or the bad things, sometimes in the morning, if I wake up and I really am tired and I don't feel rested or whatever, my I am can be like, I am awake and ready to conquer this day.
Yep.
And just even doing that and that shift in mindset, and it seems so like blah, blah, whatever, but it works so well. It works so well. Even for someone like us who, we are motivated, we are, our fire is usually lit and we're constant, but even putting on the Post-it note, the thing that maybe you are not feeling at that moment, but you want, it's a good idea too. So even if you wake up on those mornings where you're just like, I am horny, I think that will work amazing. Nice one, Lucy. I love it.
Oh yeah, Lucy. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I
go for it. Go for it. Like, good one.
I'm just going to write this one down because yesterday I had a tough day. So you guys can see this. Is it backwards?
What's it say? Wait, I can't see it. Move it over a little bit. I am worthy of love. I love it.
Because yesterday I was feeling all like rejected and it was hard. And like, guys, no matter if it's Oprah or London or me, and we're out in the public eye a lot, we're human. We're not robotic. We are human and we are meant to feel these things. And the reason why this is so important is that, again, we're going to talk next about the protein shakes and the power workouts and stuff and how to build your physical body and how to fuel your physical body. But your internal mind and your internal heart is what, if you don't address it, then it gets digested and suppressed into some other part of your body and it slows you down. And depression today, like mind depression, is not so much a state of mind, it's a state of metabolism. So if things are slowing down your body, and if that's like toxic mind stuff or toxic chemical stuff, your thyroid will slow your body down, and so literally your metabolism gets depressed first. Then your mind gets depressed and you think you're depressed mentally, but it's really a physical depression that we need to get these toxins out and your body metabolism up with what we're going to do so that you don't feel that depression, because depression is the fastest growing disease right now in America. And the reason why is not just a mental thing, we're like super overwhelmed, but it's how we're thinking about ourselves, and it's what we're feeding ourselves literally of the mind and of the body. So I really want you guys to understand, if you guys have any girlfriends or guy friends or anybody out there who is depressed, this is 25% of Americans are now on an antidepressant. The mind is not the problem. 95% of these depression cases is because of inflammation in the body, not because of their mind. So what we're going to be doing in these next 10 days is getting rid of the inflammation of the body so the metabolism can start to rev up and your mind lifts with it. And then guess what? Sexy booty, sexy belly is easy. So we want this to be easy. I'm sure that you guys are here because you are ready to make it easy, and you don't need to spend all this money on wraps and things that are transactional that won't get you to the root of why you are having this not so sexy belly, not so sexy body, not so sexy booty in the first place. Does that resonate with anybody? I got some comments over here. So
everyone's just saying like, preach it. Yes,
cool.
Awesome.
Cool. All right.
All of it.
Let's have London talk about the protein shakes, because day 1 of 3, or days 1 through 3, which we're kicking this off today, but we're officially starting it tomorrow. So that's how we're working this because of technology stuff. It's totally fine. I wanted to make sure you guys had all this material first. So tonight will be like your time to read through things. These are things that you could start doing immediately. You don't have to have like the doTERRA stuff if you opted for the protein powder and the oils. You can start doing this now. So London, let's kick this over. We just talked about positivity. Let's just talk briefly about the protein shake, how we're going to structure that.
Yeah, cool. So one of the most common questions I get, and I'm sure you do too, is what am I supposed to eat before I work out? What am I supposed to eat after I work out? What timing? What's my, you know, my window or whatever, and different things that we hear on the internet. So I went ahead and broke down everything for you guys in the most detailed yet basic way possible, so that you get some information, but you're not like information overload. And we're talking about the 3 macronutrients, which are protein, carbohydrates, and fats, and also the different types. So there are certain types of protein, carbohydrates, and fats that are harder to digest for the body, which can be good at certain moments. But there's also ones that are easier to digest for your body, which also have their place surrounding your workouts. So I've just really tried to break it down for you and let you know what types of things you should be including in your pre-workout meal, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour before, as well as after your meal as well. And we have tons of recipes. So I want you guys to try out the recipes, but also feel empowered to try out your own as well. So when you learn, you know that a hard to digest protein is something like chicken or turkey or steak or eggs, that should be going after your workout. And an easy to digest protein, like the whey protein that you're gonna get in your trim shake that you guys all have with your kit, is gonna be something that's perfect for before your workout, also after your workout. But that way you learn, instead of us just telling you like, this is exactly how you should do it and how you should be, and we're all robots. No, we're gonna do it in a way so that you are able to learn and understand what you're having and why, and then also giving you some tools to play with, but also giving you the freedom to kind of experiment on your own with, you know, what you might have at your house already. So like Diane said, many of you guys and a few people I signed up last night, like late last night, so they for sure don't have their products by today. So if you already have protein powder that you're using currently, go ahead, keep using it, try out these recipes. When you get your trim shake in the mail and things like that, then you can switch over to your trim shake and just keep on going. So instead of getting stuck in that mindset where you're like, I don't have everything and my order hasn't come yet, and oh my gosh, it's ending, I'm gonna fail, like is it over? Just do what you can with what you have at the moment. When you get your products, you'll be able to jump right in and substitute your old products with your new products, and everything will be great. But yeah, so you guys will learn a lot about nutrition, enough to make you feel empowered and like ready to rock it. And we'll give you what you should be eating before your workout and what you should be eating after your workout as well. And the cool thing about it is a lot of people are really, I would say, like kind of afraid of carbs. Yeah. And people are like, should I go no carb? Should I like, oh my God, you're eating a banana? Is that like, what, huh? That's so much sugar, you know? And while there are, you know, more complex carbohydrates, things like sweet potatoes and quinoa, and then easier to digest carbohydrates like fruits and vegetables and things like that, they have their timing. So it's not that we need to be afraid of carbohydrates, we just need to get to know them. So right now, when you're afraid of carbohydrates, it might be like a stranger. But now we're going to introduce you to carbohydrates, and you'll get to shake their hand, and you'll become friends, and you'll realize like where they have a place in your day. And I think that's really empowering as well, because no, we're not doing no carb. This is not low carb, whatever. This is smart carb. This is knowing where to put your carbs throughout your day. So we're doing a smart carb. So I hope that, yeah, I hope that makes you guys excited. But there's so many really amazing recipes. You guys are gonna absolutely love them. I haven't even tried them all myself. A few of them I have already, and they are like so amazing, so easy. You'll find your favorites. You'll get to try different ones, but then you'll find the ones that you love the most, and maybe you'll have those most of the time, which is totally cool. But then you'll have the option to kind of mix and match as you go as well. Yeah. And then in addition to the protein stuff, we also have the workouts. So I put together a rough guide of a 10-day workout plan for you guys with real-time videos that I have on the Runtastic Fitness channel on YouTube. So these are workouts that you guys can do with me real-time And they range really anywhere from like 3 to 5 minutes. I think the longest one I put in there is about 20 to 30 minutes. So for those of you that are beginners, that you really have not got into the swing of finding your workout routine, these workouts will be perfect. For those of you who have been, kicking butt in the gym and you've been working out, you've been moving and kind of kicking butt, these can be additions to your workout plan that you have already. They're really focusing on the butt and the abs, and a little cardio too, which is what our focus is here, the sexy belly booty. And then if you are more advanced and you want to do the 15-minute HIIT workout, you want to do it 2 or 3 times to get in something that's 30 or 45 minutes, please, by all means, go for it. We also have a lot of recovery days in there too, because of course, working out every single day for 10 days is not something I would want you to do. It's good to take breaks and rest. So we've put together some videos for recovery techniques like foam rolling, yoga, relaxation and meditation and things like that. So you guys will have access to everything. And I think you guys will really like them as well. And I look forward to hearing your feedback and like which workouts you like the best. And they're really for all fitness levels. You can really push yourself with those workouts. And then the ones in the 10-day plan, they're all body weight. So you don't need to worry about having a gym membership. You can do these right at home in your living room with whichever time that you have. You just pull up the video on your computer and make it full screen, and then it's me and you ready to rock.
Yeah, like a personal trainer right in your room.
Yeah. Cool. And then Diane, you're gonna go into the skin part, which is probably one of my favorite.
So we talked so far about positive mindset, and the other thing we're going to talk about is your protein shakes. Where we talked a little bit about the power workouts. So that's day 1 through 3, and we're just starting you off on the right track so that you've got all of those things implemented. It's not going to take any more time out of your day than you probably are already spending. So these protein shakes, what we've got in there is we've got 10, one for every day of the week. And if you're anything like me, I mean, I'm a creature of habit sometimes, and as much as I like to think that I'm not, I really am. And it does make things very easy in our life to be a creature of habit. However, one of the things I haven't talked about in the Warrior Cleanse just yet, but the old Warrior Cleanse I did, is that we definitely want to make sure we're trying to rotate our micronutrients and macronutrients as much as possible. So if we're eating the same things every single day, our body starts to go, okay, can we get something else in here? We start to kind of rebel against it. So I want you to try like the variety is the spice of life. It's also getting out of your box and trying new things, expand your mind and boost your confidence so that you can continue to learn and grow. Because a lot of us tend to get so fixated on this one thing, and then we forget to grow because we get so robotic. But the way that we grow is always trying new things. And like, oh my God, like I would have never discovered London if I hadn't got out of my box and gone to a fitness event by myself. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared to go somewhere by myself. But I went by myself, and I sat next to this really cool chick, and I was like, that's a cool watch. And like we started talking. So the more we get out of our box and out of our comfort zone is where we start to really grow. So there's 10 recipes in there, and by no means we want you to do the same thing. So just keep trying something new. So I wanted to make sure that we talked about that too. So well said. Everything that London just said was amazing. And I did link her Runtastic channel if you guys want to check that out prematurely. But we do have, before you guys just go crazy and like just start doing everything on our channel and getting overwhelmed, we've strategically put the workouts in order, and we're going to talk about that next. So just because I know some of you guys are having hop off like Rachel, see you later, sister. But yeah, watch on your lunch. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, you'll get to watch the little bit rest of it after I share the recording. Because I think you're already signed up, aren't you, Rachel? I think you already signed up. So moving on to skin stuff. So first of all, you guys, skin is an inside job. And so that's the most important part to understand, is that you can't just do this outside skin stuff without doing the work on the inside with your food and your workouts and things like that too. So skin, we talked a lot about birth control and toxins. And the more toxins that are inside of our body, the more toxins, literally, this is like a disgusting way to explain it, but if you aren't getting toxins out as fast as you're exposed to them, or you're exposing yourself to them, because you guys have control over this. If you're saying, oh, I'm exposed to so many, again, that's the power outside of you. The power is in you. You can say, I'm just choosing not to surround myself with so many toxins, or I live in SoCal and I can't control that, but what I can control is what I put on and in my body, right? So that's where you can control that. So if you have so many toxins in your body, which is most Americans, every disease is tracked back to to toxicity, but doctors don't talk about this stuff, so we are going to. And this is some deep dredging we're going to get into. So whatever your skin can't poop out or pee out, it's going to poop out through your skin. And it's so disgusting to think about it like that, but that's what happens. And so what we're going to do is, like, anytime you see acne, anytime you see skin issues or dandruff or whatever, that's your skin pooping because you're not able to poop it enough, but that's not right. You should never, like, any skin symptom is not a good symptom. Any symptom is not healthy. It may be what is common today, but it is not normal to have any symptom. So the skin stuff we're gonna do on top of eating healthy, because a lot of these ingredients we put in there are very skin friendly. Your skin is going to love and sponge all of these ingredients because they're full of antioxidants, and things are gonna help, like omega-3s are gonna help turn over new tissues. So that's the first important thing, is to fuel up what London just talked about. But the next thing is day 4 through 6 is gonna be our introduction to dry brushing. Yay! So this is one of my favorite things. This is something that I actually learned this in my teacher training in yoga 5 years ago. And then when I went and traveled to India, and I stayed in India and I studied with an Ayurvedic doctor there, this is one of the top things that they recommend. And so in India, this is just a thing they do. And in India, yoga, believe it or not, is this.
It's all breath.
That's yoga. Crazy. Mm-hmm. But here in America, we're like, oh, I got to get my sexy like yoga tights on, and I got to like get in warrior too. And like, yoga is breath. So what we're going to teach you through this series, of course, we've got some yoga videos for you guys too, like American yoga, but this is Ayurveda. This is truly how you detox through the skin. So we're going to teach you exactly what to do, because like, well, what do I do with this thing, right? So one of the things that you can go out and do now, because we're going to be starting this in day 4 to 6, this is going to come to you tonight in a document. And these are just a few of the $10 things, right? Like, hold up your castor oil if you could, please, London.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so castor oil, there's all kinds of castor oil that are out there. So I've got a big one, like this is my castor oil right here, is a big one. But castor oil, I'm gonna have the links and everything. London's in a different country. Wherever you guys are tuning in, it might look a little bit different, but the one that I have is 16 fluid ounces. So everybody has different oils in different places. You can get these things at the store for $10 each. You definitely want to make sure that they're wooden, but these are going to be the things that we're going to be teaching you guys. There's a wrong way and a right way to do this. Actually, there's many wrong ways. I've seen them all over the internet. So when I create these challenges, it's because I see so much bad information out there, because you guys could literally Google dry brushing and you're going to see like all different sorts of things about it. You're going to see people doing it wrong. You're going to see people saying how long to do it for. I've literally cut out all of the nonsense and put it into one document so that you guys don't have to so you're not confused. So Alex has been really instrumental at helping us pull all of these together in protocols. London has been instrumental in putting these together too. So we have all contributed to creating this amazing challenge for you, because there is a lot of bad information, and it's not just about Diane anymore. Like I can't just take all the bad information about everything and put it in one challenge. Now we've got teams forming, and we've got women who are jumping on board because I see so many powerful, amazing benefits from this that we can't not scream it from the rooftops anymore. So London, when you started dry brushing, what were some of the benefits that you saw?
For me personally, I get a lot of ingrown hairs on the backs of my legs, and from like shaving in different directions. And I would get these like weird bumps, and I would always like pick at them, like not consciously, you know, like just like whatever. And I'd get these like weird scabs on the backs of my legs. And then I also get some bumps on the backs of my arms too, which with dry brushing has helped improve it a lot. On the backs of my legs, it's completely gone. On my arms, I still have the marks, but I don't have the bump feeling, if that makes sense. So the pigmentation on the skin is still there. I know that will go away at some point, but the bumpiness is not there. Personally, I don't have so like much cellulite or things to get rid of, but I do have clients that I've worked with that have that problem, and I've told them to start dry brushing and using a lot of the ingredients with the oils and things that we'll be using in this challenge, and they're like, oh my God, what is this? Like, how come I didn't hear about this before? And so I totally know that it works. It works for me for some of my skin issues, and then for a lot of people with cellulite and just kind of like that dullness of the skin, you know, it really like brightens it up a lot. And yeah, it gets, there you go, get those ashy elbows, sister.
Do you see the flakes, my dry skin flakes?
No, I can't see them. I was just playing with you.
Snowing.
But no, I love using a dry brush. And it's so, I mean, I think I got mine. It was super inexpensive. So I bought one for my apartment, for my boyfriend's apartment, to have at work, because we also have a shower at work. And then also at my parents' house in the US. So then when I go visit them, I don't have to worry about bringing all my stuff. That's how much I love my dry brush, because I'm like, it needs to go everywhere with me.
And then check this out. Like London and I were talking about this the other day, is like London, we just take this with us, because you can just do this. And this is like, you take this wherever you go, put this in your travel bag, because when I don't have this, I definitely feel a difference. And check this out. Everybody stop what you're doing if you are doing something else right now. Why do you think breast cancer is so common today? We are putting on deodorant that has aluminum and all kinds of preservatives right here. We're eating a ton of estrogen-like chemicals. We're using plastic, parabens, phthalates in our personal care products and everywhere. And those are very estrogenic things to the body. They look just like estrogen. Estrogen feeds cancer. And so guess where we're going to dry brush? There's lymph nodes right in here in the armpits, right next to our beautiful boobs. So what we got to do is dry brush your armpits, so you're shaking this lymph out, so that your lymph, when it's like, because lymph carries a lot of backup. So if the gallbladder and the liver are backed up, they'll back up into lymph tissues. Lymph tissue's here, lymph tissue is here. So we get a lot of thyroid disease right now. 1 in 3 women have thyroid disease, many of which are not even diagnosed appropriately, like 90% of them. So my thyroid used to be huge with the goiter. So we're gonna dry brush here. We're gonna dry brush down here in our groin as well, because that is also where a lot of ovarian and testicular and colon cancer, because we've got lymph nodes down here. We've got lymph nodes on the inside of our knees. So why do you think knee problems are so common today? So we've got lymph nodes everywhere. What we're doing is we're dry brushing to ask the lymph nodes to gently release. When they release all that sludge, it goes into the gallbladder and the liver for processing, and then we poop it out. Because we'd rather poop through our bowels instead of our skin, right? Like,
and that was my problem. I was like pooping out of my face for like
so awful. Like
I was. Literally, I was. That was me for sure.
So this is like the indirect way of healing, you know, your face. So you don't have to take all these expensive, crazy products and things that are even more harmful. That so that is also. Let's see here. Let me make sure I covered everything I wanted to say there. Skin's our largest organ. It covers about a 10 by 10 square foot room. It weighs 6 pounds, which is nearly double the weight of the human brain or liver. The skin receives approximately 1/3 of the blood that circulates through the body. Like, it's a huge freeway. And your skin can regenerate and repair itself under most conditions. So it needs the good building blocks, which is also what's part of the diet. Protein, collagen, minerals, and vitamins are the main. We're going to talk about that. The skin is also known as our third kidney, because of how big of a responsibility it has to rid toxins from the body. And our skin gets, this is a crazy one. Our skin gets the last dibs leftovers for nutrients in the body, but is the first to show signs of imbalance or deficiency. So what we're doing with this dry brushing, and then the things that we're going to have you guys do after it, because we've got all these procedures that you're going to do, and they're really quick. You only need to do this like just 5 minutes a day. It's really easy. We're going to teach you the easy, quick, simple to do, go, run and go. And then the thing to do to have your serums ready right after. They're already ready to go. You're going to have your essential oils in there. We're going to also teach you guys what scrubs that you can make, pre-make, and then things to have in the shower. So every single thing has been done for you. So all you need to do is follow the instructions. But I definitely want to make sure that you know that you can remove this and take it with you. And just like London said, she has one wherever she goes, and it's that powerful.
Turn it over your back and walk with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't use on your nipples, please, because your nipples are going to like.
Yeah, that's what I always notice. It's just actually out of all areas on my body, I would say I thought that like my neck or under my arms would be sensitive, but it's just the boob area that you just have to, I mean, I still do it, just not like going to town. On my butt and thighs, I go to town. But here I just try to be a little bit more friendly.
And hamstrings and the inner thighs and our glutes is where most of us carry the cellulite. some people have it all over the body, and it's like, oh, it's genetic. Well, in part, but 95% of us have cellulite. I have a little bit of on my hamstrings, even when I'm 10% body fat. So how liberating is that to know that a part of this is also just acceptance that that's part of our body, but it's going to substantially decrease over time. We're going to give you all of the expectations on how long it's going to take. We're going to give you guys all of the lies, or I would just say what not to do's. How long is this brush going to last? What should I do? And then there's all these questions we've addressed for you, because a lot of us have asked those questions along the way, but we just brought all the steps to you so you don't have to go do the research, because literally this has been like 5 years of me researching to understand this stuff. So, so that's about dry brushing. Let's go into, okay, pretty skin, dry brushing, pamper yourself. Day 4 is a workout recovery day. So we're also gonna, like I said, give you guys the recipe for the skin serum for what to do afterwards. So that is days 4 through 6. And then London has, like we talked about, you're gonna have a workout guide where it's gonna tell you guys what your options are on what to do for your recovery day. It's a great day to do castor oil stuff. And we're gonna talk about that in days 7 through 10. Which you're going to continue doing what we talked about in day 1 through 6. And then you're going to start your castor oil, which is amazing. So castor oil stuff. Now, London, was there anything that I wanted to cover before we move? Oh yeah, because where you're going to talk about the post-workout stuff too, and then up-leveling your workouts. So real quick, this is about the castor oil stuff. With castor oil packs, it's something that, this is literally one of the ones that when I give this protocol to clients, they're like, I can't believe how much my waistline trimmed down. The belly fat, and really if we all poke right here, this is where your liver and your gallbladder is. So much responsibility. These organs are so overworked today. Every symptom, every disease is a liver gallbladder problem, period. Number 1 most removed organ is the gallbladder. Gallbladder is responsible for breaking down fat. Fat is responsible for making hormones. So really need to love on this, really need to take care of it, hook it up. So we're going to talk about castor oil packs and what to do during that time frame. So Lennon, what can these women and men be doing during an hour castor oil pack at night?
Relaxing,
yeah,
chilling out. And I'm speaking to myself too, because in the evenings, it's like, if we're not relaxing, we're like stressing over what went on through the day, what's going to go on tomorrow. And even if I say like, I'm going to relax on the couch and just relax and read a book, I still have the ability, if I want to get up and go do this or do that and blah, blah, blah. And the cool thing about the castor oil pack is that you have to be still for 1 hour. And I think that's so awesome, because then you can grab a nice book, you can cuddle up next to your man or next to your woman. However that may lead to be, but just wait till the castor oil pack is over before you extend it further than cuddling. And just, yeah, watch a good documentary, read a good book, maybe write down some more I am statements while you're laying there. Just really take that time to relax. And I'm looking forward to doing these. We're doing this with you. I'm doing it with you too. And I'm really looking forward to this part of the day too, because we get so caught up in when we get home, and then we need to like do the dishes and clean this and prepare for this and whatever. And even if our intention is there to like relax and wind down, it's very rarely that we actually take that time. And so it's a really great time just for you to like shut down and just maybe kind of cycle through what happened through the day, think about the good things that happened, think about maybe some things that frustrated you, and maybe think about why and how you could better handle them the next day. And I think it will be really great. I think a lot of people don't take the time to sit down for an hour and do that. And so I think I'm looking forward to this part, and this is your book. This is what you're going to read while you're.
Well, I just, so if you guys haven't checked out the radio show Eat, Play, Sex, where we talk a lot about sex hormones, body image, you know, my partner on there is Dr. Kat Meyer, and she's a marriage and family counselor / sex therapist. And so this is my friend, Renee Piani. We interviewed her yesterday for our radio show. This one's going to be like episode, I think, 11. We're on episode 7 right now. We just came out with another episode today. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet to Eat, Play, Sex, it's pretty amazing. We're getting a lot of really good reviews, and we're super raw.
That would be a good thing to listen to while they're castor oil.
Yeah, you totally can.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Castor oil pack and Eat, Play, Sex.
Yeah. Or you could, you know, like watch some of London's videos and see which ones you want to do the week or whatever. But I am reading this. This is a really great way. It's like, it's not even if you're in a relationship, but also if you're looking for a relationship or if you're already in one, Renee helps you really understand like your love loops. I mean, this is not about this today, but I'm just showing you guys what I'm reading lately because in here, she talks about like a lot of the things that happen with us in childhood. Like maybe someone bullied us at one point in our childhood, or even one day someone said, for me in 6th grade, my cousin said to me, "Oh, you're wearing dirty clothes. You're dirty." And then I was like upset with him and I scratched him. Then he called me Dragon Lady. And then 6th grade, I just shut down and I was like, oh my God, I can never wear the same clothes twice. And so I started buying like clothes and like clothing obsession. So it's just a crazy what things we make up about ourselves when we're kids that we take into our adulthood and that block us from love from outside and then also love inside of our own self. So really it's so challenging, isn't it? Just to sit down for an hour and turn the damn TV off, stop watching all this, political, religious bullshit on TV that, you guys are told what to think. Let yourself think for yourself for once. I mean, I'm not saying religion's bad because I love church, but sometimes just some things are just imposed on us and we don't get to think for ourselves. So just chill out, take your power back, read a book, get nourished, and then maybe make some sweet love after because you're feeling confident about yourself because you just did an amazing castor oil pack and your waistline's shrinking. So it all comes back full circle, ladies and gents. So that's what I have to say about that. But yeah, just really get real about things and try not to turn the TV on because right now the TV just says, buy this, you are empty, you are deficient, you need to buy this, you need to use this drug, you should feel this way about that. It's just a circus. I have not turned on a television. I've not had a television hung in my house for 8 years. And this is why I feel so free.
I don't have a TV there. Yeah. Team no TV.
Yeah. So maybe make that.
When I did have one, I never turned it on. So I'm like, I'm not going to, when I lived in Austria, now I live in Austria. I don't tell people that, but I live in Austria. And now I'm in my apartment just in the evenings and in the morning because I'm working all day long. And so when I get back home, I don't even want to turn the TV on. I just want to make my dinner. And if there's anything I want to watch or listen to, then I have my podcasts or like specific links that I want to watch for things online or read online. But yeah, and especially now, I just have no desire. Yeah,
you can make your own TV show. Like your life is already abundant enough. We're already so busy, right? Like your life is already abundant and beautiful and wonderful. Like why do we need to cram other people's drama down our throats? Like you take your power back by realizing that you create your own TV show. You can create your own thoughts and your own reality. And that is not with a screaming television coming at you. So maybe who's down for this? I mean, London and I are already doing it, but who's down for a 10-day addition for the challenge to keep TV out, like a 10-day TV free challenge? See if you could do that. Maybe you could support each other in the group because I know some people are addicted to that. I really do know some people in this group are addicted to television. So how can we do that? Maybe you get out of the TV and into your heart. Who's down for that challenge? I want to see the notes. Let's start wrapping it up. I think that pretty much covers it. I'm going to open up to questions, but the only last thing I was going to say, you guys, is the Slim and Sassy. Can you hold up the Slim and Sassy, please? Linda's got some right there that you guys can look at. That's the Slim and Sassy. Some of you guys have ordered it. It will be there in about 3 days. Can you turn it so they can see like the ingredients? Because there's a couple things I just want to mention on what's in there. Cool. So
can you see?
I don't know. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So turn it so I can read the individual ingredients. Yay, Krista.
You got it. So
yeah.
Grapefruit, lemon, ginger.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So we got grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. And it smells and tastes fantastic.
It does.
I love this.
Nearly half of America now is either diabetic or pre-diabetic. This Slim and Sassy is amazing to help stabilize your blood sugar. And the reason that you're tired and you feel like you need coffee multiple times throughout the day is because your blood sugar is doing this. Your blood sugar is high, you give yourself a ton of carbs or a lot of caffeine, and then you crash. And you're like, I need some more. So you're doing this throughout the day. Slim and Sassy is going to help you stabilize that, right? So your energy levels are going to stabilize throughout the day. You can take it internally. You can drink it in water. You can add it to the apple cider vinegar tonic we're going to give you. You can put it in capsules. You can put it in your morning drink. You can use this. This is going to be part of your serum rub too. So it's going to be used for all these things. We've got multiple uses for it, which is why I recommended it highly for us in this program. So we're going to teach you guys exactly how and what to do with it. And in this too, in this trim shake, and this is what's different. So some people said, oh, I've got my own protein powder, but what this trim shake has in it, you guys may have seen me talk about this in a recent webinar, it has ashwagandha in it, which is a huge adaptogen that gives you a supercharged energy, and it works on the brain. So it's not like birth control or something from the outside. We're taking exogenous hormones where you're codependent on something. This works on the brain. So your brain can just process your own information and tell your endocrine system, tell your hormonal glands to release these sex, stress, and sleep hormones as you need them. So you're going to notice better sleep, better sex, better energy levels, and better management of stress. So all these things are going to improve when you have superfoods in your life. Maca is another one that you guys are going to see in the recipes, but ashwagandha is in here. It's got solathin, and then it's got another ingredient that comes from spinach that helps to reduce sugar and carbohydrate, just like kind of the bad cravings. So they've done studies, and they did, someone had this 8 o'clock in the morning, they did a huge group of studies, 8 o'clock in the morning, those people at 12 o'clock noon, they were half as hungry as the subjects who didn't take this. So I've told you guys this before, you may have heard me talk about this, that when I first started taking this, I was a skeptic. Like, I'm a skeptic about everything. I'm like, yeah, prove it, right? And so I'm a hard sell. So before it gets to your guys' ears, I've tried it for months and months. So I got this and I was like, wow, I'm not spending anywhere near as much as I used to spend on chocolates. And for me, that was a huge victory. Last night I had some more chocolate than normal because I was sad, because I felt rejected and not loved. So I had some chocolate and kombucha. But this is typically enough for me, and I'm not hungry for 4 hours, which is exactly what we want. We want 4 hours in between meals, not like 3. The bodybuilding world says you got to eat like 7, 8, 9 times a day. No. So this is why I recommend this shake on top of just like any protein powder, because there's a lot of protein powders out there and they're not all treated alike. So I wanted to talk about the ingredients of the stuff that you guys ordered, or incentivize you guys to order them, because it will make a huge difference. So real quick, and I'll let London end on that note, because I know she's experienced difference with that too, is that here's the benefits with each one of these individual herbs in a total blend of Slim and Sassy, is that grapefruit helps to reduce the appetite. It burns fat by inducing lipolysis. It dissolves toxins from your body. So I love grapefruit all over my body. I use that as like my lotion, right? I use like coconut oil and grapefruit drops and just put it all over my body because it smells so good. So there's grapefruit in there. There's lemon, which helps reduce appetite, cleanses the body of petrochemicals, and estrogen like BPA. And that is also, like we talked about earlier, like a huge cancer feeder. Peppermint enhances sense of fullness, reduces cravings, energizes the body and the mind. Cinnamon inhibits new fat cells from forming. Whoa, did you guys hear that? Cinnamon inhibits new fat cells from forming. Why Slim and Sassy? That's one. Improves liver function.
Sometimes that's enough that one reason could be enough, I think, for a lot of women out there.
I know, but
you know what
then people are like, well, let me just sprinkle some cinnamon. It's totally not the same because this is in a very condensed, high molecular density form. So it's totally different. And you can't really sprinkle cinnamon all over your waistline, right? It improves liver functions, helps with serum lipid balance, reduces diabetic risk. And then ginger, last but not least, stimulates weight loss by inducing lipolysis, calms stomach. So a lot of people are like, oh, I have a stomach ache. This is going to help with that big time. So that's why we recommended the products, you guys. So, I mean, some of you guys have just entered the challenge, totally fine. And you don't have to get the products, but they do help you take a massive dive deeper into all of this. And I never recommend products unless I've, like I said, tested them on myself and clients like London. So London, can you just real quickly state your experience with the products, and then we will move on to next steps and what they should expect.
Yeah, so with the Slim and Sassy, I put it always in my water with the apple cider vinegar concoction that we'll teach you guys about in the challenge. I put it in capsules and take it. I have it mixed. It's in my bathroom though, but in the bottle already with my coconut oil, Slim and Sassy. I use that for my lotion. I've completely given up all of the Bath and Body Works, Body Shop, any lotion I was ever using before. And I use that over my whole entire body. And then even at work, like I have one of these in my work, and I have like a big thing, a glass jug of water, and I just put a couple drops in there. I absolutely love it. It's like the same like my dry brush. I have like one at home, one at the office, one at my boyfriend's, one at the corner at the bus stop where I go to work. I'm just kidding. But I have them like wherever I may be. Yeah, I'm all, oh, thank you, my Slim and Sassy. No, I wherever I may be, that I have my Slim and Sassy there because, yeah, and sometimes it was really funny because the other day I was putting it in my bottle and I was like, ding, ding, ding. And someone like looked at me and I'm like, it's not like alcohol, you know, it's just, it's drops, you know, but it's like kind of funny. It looks like a little maybe mini like bottle of Jaeger you would buy at the grocery store and you're like, put it in there. So a little disclaimer. don't, people might look at you funny when you're putting like drops of things in your drink. But
people look at you funny when you're wearing rainbows and pink hair.
Yeah,
they're gonna look at you anyway, whatever. Do you guys
no big deal.
get used to people looking at you? Because you're like, what are you doing? But remember, you're in this group because you're a leader, you're a pioneer, you're a warrior. You're not a warrior. You're not worried about people looking at you differently or funny. Like, you're just like, yeah, whatever, I'm doing my thing. Like, that is a big part of this journey, is to give less about what people think of you. They're going to be curious and ask you what you're doing, and they're going to want to know. So bring them into the group, bring them into the tribe, let them in on the things that you probably won't hear mainstream for literally 3 to 17 years from now. So this is the stuff that we're talking to you guys about that hasn't been mainstream yet, and rightfully so. This stuff makes a lot of sense for your health and beauty efforts, but it doesn't make a lot of dollars for the beauty industry, who wants you to be codependent on the wraps that they sell, the procedures that they're pricing high, the surgeries that they want you to spend forever. I know people who spend $3,000 a year on Botox. But I don't have $250 a month to save to my Roth IRA, because you're spending $3,000 a year on Botox. So this is this stuff, guys, this is the logical stuff. This is the real stuff. You're going to literally, all this stuff is going to trim your waistline. It's going to trim all the junk off of your skin. It's going to trim the toxins that are in your body, that are energy robbers, that are cellulite creators. And we're also going to be talking about some foam rolling. So, because London had that into a lot of new things that maybe you've tried before, but maybe you haven't tried them in a program. So every single thing is in here. It's in order for you to experience it. And then even beyond 10 days, these are all things that we want you to take with you for the rest of your life. So it's a 10-day challenge. That's the 10 days of the buzz, where we're holding you accountable. We all get to like have fun doing this, but it's not the 10 days that ends and you're done, right? Like, this is stuff that we're teaching you how to fish. We're not bringing you the sushi, you know? So,
yeah, the foundation.
It's all foundation.
Or starting to build a foundation,
Yeah,
I would say.
Exactly. Yeah, and Alex too is another person, and both, it's kind of cool because both London and Alex were people that, came to me and asked for support because they were looking for some things in their life that they had specific goals on, and what most people are watching today are desiring. And both of them had the same thing to say. There's not one thing I've tried that you've taught me that hasn't worked. Like, it's all worked. And so everything you guys are doing, it's all ancient wisdom. It's all beautiful ancient wisdom. And the only reason it's not mainstream now is because around the 1950s, when the drug industry took over, they started suppressing the things that we're talking about because they didn't make them money, because they made us healthy. So it's pretty awesome. I can't wait for you guys to get started. For the ones who are watching right now and who have already enrolled, welcome. We're super stoked. Expect the email from me tonight with all of the guides and all the documents. You're going to get that. If you guys have any questions, as you know, we have the private Facebook group. I'm going to go through and make a purge tonight. So the people who have paid are in there. You're in. The people who have not, I'm so sorry, but this is only a paid group for members, only for Warrior for Life tribe members. And then if you guys have questions, that's a group. If you want to do the fun accountability partner thing again, like you did the last month in the Warrior Cleanse, if you were part of that, go for it. You guys can talk and text offline. If you have any questions, London, myself, and Alex are all here for you to answer you. We're super excited, and we're really, we're creatures of our own action. So all of these things that we're talking about, we've done ourselves, except for London. I don't think has done castor oil packs. I've done castor oil packs, and I don't think Alex has done the castor oil packs either. So you guys are in for a treat yourself.
Like, yeah, I'm in it. I mean, all the other things we've talked about, I have done, but this is new for me. So I'm in it with you guys as well. And yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it. In fact, I broke the seal on my castor oil today, so it's ready to go.
Broke the seal. Someone just emailed me. I did want to address this for future attendees or like watching this later on. There are some of my clients, and there's some people that I just know in general who are joining this challenge who are really, really well known in doTERRA, who have been doing it for a long time. And they're asking me questions. Well, Diane, I already have an account with doTERRA. For some of you guys who purchased the kit, it was $150 for 2 of these, which in each one of these things, it says Serving size, 1 scoop, servings per container, about 40. So that's like 80 servings. And 4 of those Slim and Sassy bottles that London just showed you for $150. If you bought that retail, it's like $225. So what was charged to your car is $150 plus the $35 one-time annual membership to be a doTERRA. You could buy doTERRA separate for 25% off now. It's like a Costco membership, right? So if it's normally $230 for this entire kit, you're only spending $185 and you're saving money anyway. So now you have access to buy all these. Keep going.
And just to note quickly, in Europe, it's a little bit more expensive. So the euros are a little bit more. I think instead of it being 150, it's like 190, and then a little bit more with some tax and shipping, but it's still way cheaper than when you buy every single thing separate. So I just don't want anyone on the webinar that maybe signed up through me to feel like it was the wrong deal. But with euros to dollars, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, and there's some people joining from like Canada. There's some people joining in Australia and South Africa. Mm-hmm. So we've got people who are joining us from all around the world. And that's the cool part about doTERRA too, is that, I mean, there's probably about 6 companies that I love, that I use products of, but doTERRA is one of the main ones because it's really easy to be global about it too. So those of you guys who are joining, who are already a doTERRA account holder, if you already have an account, then it's simple. All you do is just pay the $67 to be in the program, in the challenge. Or if you're in the Warrior for Life program already, then you guys are paying per month and you're already in, so that's fine. So if you're also somebody who's a doTERRA rep and you're like a client of mine or somebody who's watching from the outside, then what you could even do, this challenge is fun for anyone. So you could actually encourage people to jump on the doTERRA train with you, because it's not just about protein shakes and trim in the trim kit and the Slim and Sassy. There's so much more to learn beyond this. So we're going to detox your entire life, detox your entire home. There's more after this, but wait, there's more. And that'll be after, like, you know, the challenge and stuff. But you can bring on your people, encourage your people to join this challenge. Right now we're doing this for 10 days, but we're going to have the tools that people can join anytime. So you can just jump on board. You'll have 10 days. You get in the Facebook group and you guys can learn. And then you can encourage people to learn how to detox your entire life with doTERRA. You just pay this $67 membership if you already have an account with doTERRA. And again, you don't need to have these products, but they definitely encourage and enlighten and empower you in the journey. So Diana, message on Facebook, you can read it, let me know how to proceed. Denise, I think I just answered your question, sweetie. So you can still join the challenge. You don't have to buy the products. You just spend the $67 to join us for the 10 days, and then let your friends know, because then, you know, they're joining your doTERRA team, and we all get to be happy together. This is not just, you know, only about doTERRA. This is about the challenge. The doTERRA products help. So we all get to grow this together. And I am actually submitting this challenge to doTERRA. So hopefully this will become something that they use internally, and maybe we'll all be doTERRA stars.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, ladies and gents, we are tuning out. This will later be on YouTube, so you guys will be able to share this with your people. It will be fixed on YouTube, and you will be getting all of your emails tonight. I hope that you will join us. If you're already in this webinar and you haven't joined, join. Why not? You've been like wondering where these solutions are for a long time. We're going to brush away all of those worries in the next 10 days. Any closing thoughts from you, London?
No, I'm really excited. I think this will be super awesome. And like you said, you and I myself, I wouldn't be talking about something or getting excited about something if I hadn't tried it myself, if I didn't believe that it would work. We're both way too busy to promote something that is not something that we're excited about. It would be a waste of our time. So I'm so excited to bring this to you guys and to help teach and answer questions and learn and grow along with you. And I think it will be really, really, I'm excited to see how everyone interacts and is and feels, and even the ups and downs that might go through the next 10 days, and just know that we're here for you and we're all in this together, and it's going to be absolutely
Yay,
amazing.
I love it. And I think through this whole 10 days, we should, you know, think of our own, like our tribal mantra, where we're all saying the same thing when we say goodbye. Like it's our way to say hi and bye, or something like, you know, I am love, or I see you. I've always loved, and you know, the I see you. The what was that from? What's that movie called again?
I don't know, but it kind of sounds gangster when people say like, I see you, I see you. Do you know what I mean?
Shoving that ass. Shoving that ass. I see you, baby.
You know, and we're doing our castor oil wraps. I see you. I see you. That's what it reminds me of. Is like rap music. I mean, I'm a huge hip hop fan.
Pretty
so
good. No, it's blue. It's the blue guys. Avatar. It's on Avatar when they go, I see you. It's like,
oh, okay.
Each other. It's like, I see you. I understand you. I love you for who you are. No matter where you are in your journey, up or down, I see you. I love you. I'm with you. So that's empowering to me. So I thank you all for being here today. And I thank you for allowing London and myself and Alex to guide you along this journey. It's not easy to be seen, but the more that I am ourselves into the truth of who we truly are, get back to our hearts, get the crap out of our life so that you can get moving and you're no longer fat, fatigued, and frustrated, but you're empowered, and your protein and your power and your pretty skin and your positive mindset will carry and glow throughout your entire life. And you will attract all of that into your spirit, because things don't happen to you, they happen through you. So let's make this vessel super clean and beautiful and glowing and genuine, so that everything that you've ever desired will come to you through your laws of attraction and your laws of beauty. That's my closing statement. Love, love, love. See you guys in the challenge.